To form the most powerful army, careful strategy is required. This guide covers various considerations for your army setup. Army inclination and skill lineup. Your armies are assigned an army inclination, classified into damage, survival, and control, and combining skills that match each trait will enhance your strength in battle. Each inclination has its own counters. Damage counters survival. Survival counters control. Control counters damage. In general, when two armies are similar in strength, inclination counters play a more crucial role in determining a battle's outcome. Army inclination is determined by weighing your hero's main skills, learned skills, unit types, and unit skills. For example, if the ratio is 1 damage inclined and 2 survival inclined, the army will be classified as a survival army. Captain, Center, and Vanguard hero deployment based on range. In battle, only enemies within the attack range of the heroes can be attacked. It is therefore crucial to assign their positions based on basic attack range and/or skill range. For the hero deployed as your army's captain to attack an enemy captain, their range must be at least 5. Heroes with shorter ranges are generally deployed as the Vanguard, while those with longer ranges are assigned as the captain or center. Strategically assigning a hero with a range of 4 in the center or a hero with a range of 3 in the Vanguard allows them to directly attack the enemy captain. For example, with an army lineup of Gilgamesh, range 4, Victoria, range 4, and Teresa, range 3, Victoria and Teresa can land basic attack and combo skills on the enemy captain. Only Gilgamesh is unable. This strategy is important because taking down the enemy captain early is key to winning battles. Be careful not to assign heroes with short ranges in the back line. If they are assigned incorrectly, their skills may trigger, but be ineffective if no enemies are within range. Stat distribution and skill differentiation. Hero stats should be distributed based on a hero's position: Vanguard, Center, or Captain. Skills should also be selected based on these position assignments. The captain typically plays the role of the main damage dealer or healer, while the center serves as an assistant damage dealer, healer, or support. The Vanguard, on the other hand, takes on both defensive and supportive roles. When deploying heroes to your armies, you must also consider a hero's attack range and effective skill range. Their stat points should also be allocated thoughtfully. Example of stat distribution by position. Heroes deployed as the Vanguard generally focus on defense, but depending on their main skill may also invest in agility. Agility is primarily used to secure initiative, or moving first in battle. For certain heroes, it also plays a key role in maximizing skill effects. Casimir's witty battle skill increases the likelihood of gaining a pounce as his agility increases, while Teresa's united resistance skill boosts the crit rate of allies based on her agility. It is also essential to know what stats to add to the hero based on what skills the hero has learned, and vice versa too. For example, Alexander the Great has very high attack stats, and his main skill is affected by attack. Based on this information, we should teach him skills that are affected by attack, such as Meteor Shot, and distribute his additional stats to attack. To identify which stats affect the skills, look out for key words in the skill description, such as attack damage or affected by attack. How to distinguish skills. Hero skills are divided into attack, intelligence, healing, and support, and are further classified into engage, active, combo, and passive skills. Active damage skills refer specifically to skills with a trigger chance that fall under either attack or intelligence skills. Skill XP is the resource used to level up skills, and the amount consumed varies depending on the skill's grade and level. Skill manuscripts are required for upgrading legendary grade retired skills. They modify the damage or healing amount when a skill is triggered. Unit counter. Units have countering relationships, so engaging in battle according to unit counter effects allows for advantageous battles. Generally, the counter order is as follows: infantry counters ranged, ranged counters cavalry, and cavalry counters infantry. Damage dealt to your units is reduced by 20% if your unit counters the enemy's, while the damage your units deal to the enemy is reduced by 20% if your unit is countered by the enemy's. Special unit. There are certain units with counters that are different from their unit type. Halberdier is an infantry unit that is strong against cavalry but weak against ranged units, while Sniper is a ranged unit that is strong against infantry but weak against cavalry. It is essential to assign appropriate units based on your needs, as there are units with different counters. How to check unit counter. You can check each unit's counters by navigating to a hero and then tapping on their assigned unit, or by opening and exploring the unit's menu. Unit lineup bonus. If you deploy units of the same type in an army, you will activate additional stat bonuses. Even when using siege units or air units, the bonus will still be applied based on the hero's original unit type: infantry, ranged, or cavalry. For example, in a setup with Tomyris ranged, Coupe cavalry, and Maria Theresa cavalry, the cavalry formation bonus is applied, granting plus 5% attack and plus 5% agility. Even if you replace the units with air units, the cavalry formation bonus remains unchanged. This means that setup bonuses are determined based on the hero's original unit type. However, if a skill has a unit type as a condition, then the actual unit must be assigned to the hero. For example, Saladin's main skill only targets heroes with cavalry units. Hence, he is not a suitable choice when forming an air army.